So if you want to look at the timing of some of these speakers who are shoulder to shoulder with Donald Trump at these various events at rallies, take a look at when they speak and then take a look at when they are arrested or when they are involved in some scheme or some stunt. Let's just take a look at that, shall we? Here's some new news. Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor arrested in Florida on felony warrant. You're kind of hiding the headline there, though. You're kind of burying the lead, which is that it was for failing to report his residence change as a registered sex offender, according to the Pembroke Pines, Florida Police Department. So Lawrence Taylor turned himself into Broward Sheriff's Office main jail in Fort Lauderdale and was released on bail Thursday, according to the Broward County Jail. Yes, you heard me right. A registered sex offender. And so Lawrence Taylor was brought on stage. Remember that speech that Donald Trump gave in Wildwood, New Jersey, that the media was raving about? Was there 10 million people who were there? Was it 50 million people who were there? They claim it was 80 to 100,000 people, even though the entire area couldn't hold more than 10,000 people. But don't let that stop the corporate media narrative on their parade to the strong man authoritarian that they're trying to lead us into. But yes, Donald Trump called on stage with him a registered sex offender, Lawrence Taylor, as part of Donald Trump's effort to try to get the black vote. That's what they were saying. Lawrence Taylor was going to help them. So a registered sex offender, that was their outreach. And the media was like, oh, what a great idea that was. I mean, can you imagine if President Biden brought on stage with him a registered sex offender? How about the leader of the Crips gang, or someone purported to be the leader of the Crips who was just indicted on a 140-count felony indictment saying that the individual killed one person and was engaged in 12 attempted murders? Because when Donald Trump gave that speech in the Bronx, guess who Donald Trump brought on stage with him? Someone named Sleepy Hollow and Chef G. This was also part of Donald Trump's black outreach that the media was like, oh, this is so good. Oh, Donald Trump, you're talking about the grills? Oh, that's going to be great in the black community. Are you kidding me? You brought up Chef G and Sleepy Hollow? People who were alleged to be leaders of the Crip? That's what Donald Trump did at that event. But why don't we go more recent? Why don't we fast forward? Yes, Donald Trump brought registered sex offender, someone who was charged to be the leader, someone who's identified as a leader of the Crip. What about at this Republican National Convention? Well, Donald Trump brought on stage with him Hulk Hogan. We've played you all the audio tapes where Hulk Hogan's used the N-word repeatedly over and over again. We showed you that. But then there was the weird one, right? Donald Trump brought on stage Amber Rose. Now, Amber Rose is an OnlyFans model. She previously led something called the Slut Walk in Los Angeles, which was an interesting name, but what it was trying to focus on was, I think, something that was well-intentioned. What its objective was, basically to, stop slut shaming and to defend certain types of women's rights against Donald Trump and to support women's reproductive rights. And Amber Rose, she's on video even saying that she supported Satanism as a way to help women's reproductive rights, and she had referred to Donald Trump as a sexual predator. I know from a lot of the emails that you send me that a lot of you watching and listening are entrepreneurs. You run your own business, and I run a business too, the MeidasTouch Network. So I know how hard it is to manage your numbers, manage the trends in the market, and budget everything. Your business gets to a certain size and the cracks start to emerge. Things you used to do in a day are now taking a week. You have too many manual processes and you don't have one source of truth. If this is you, you need to know these three numbers: 37,000, 25, and 1. Okay, 37,000. That's the number of businesses which have upgraded to NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system, streamlining accounting, financial management, inventory, HR, and more. 25. NetSuite turns 25 this year. That's 25 years of helping businesses do more with less, close their books in days, not weeks, and drive down costs. And 1, because your business is one of a kind. So you get a customized solution for all of your key performance indicators, KPIs, in one efficient system with one source of truth. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, and improve margins. Everything you need to grow all in one place. The power of having all the information in one place to make better decisions and the unprecedented offer NetSuite is providing has been a game changer for us here at MeidasTouch, and I think it will also be a major game changer for you and your business. Right now, download NetSuite's popular KPI checklist designed to give you consistently excellent performance absolutely free at netsuite.com/Meidas. That's netsuite.com/Meidas, netsuite.com/Meidas to get your own KPI checklist. That's netsuite.com/Meidas. Check it out. She gave one of the keynote speeches. So you have Hulk Hogan and Amber Rose. So what was Amber Rose doing right around the time of the Republican National Convention, in addition to selling OnlyFans memberships? What was she doing? Oh, she had just announced a new crypto coin. It says, "Y'all ready for my new crypto coin to drop?" Then there was on X, or if we used to be Twitter, a community note that said, "Please beware. Amber Rose has promoted numerous crypto scams in the past." The Patriot Takes account wrote, "New MAGA ally Amber Rose, who backed Trump at the RNC convention, got slapped with a community note for promoting numerous crypto scams in the past." Like this one right here. Check out Let's Go Wild. I don't even know what this crypto. Wild Ape Gang NFT is launching this coming Saturday. They're also giving away 100,000 worth of prizes by just minting their ape. Let's join the gang now. So she posted that. That was a past scam that she was involved in. Crypto Sharon NFT, Cryptosphere NFT at Discord. Take the moonshot with Amber Rose at Moonshots25. At Dragon.Rich Club. See them on Discord. And here's what she's been posting recently too, as she's gone MAGA and as she's been selling her crypto coin. She's been making posts like this. "I can be your dollar MUVA instead," with the Rose hashtag MAGA. And so she is promoting, she's using MAGA as a way to sell to them the crypto coin. And as this person, Hash Bastard, says, "Amber Rose may have scammed the crypto community before, but this time it's going to be different. She's a reform scammer." Because here's what Amber Rose said about the past times where she scammed people selling crypto. She goes, "I'd like to address this community note. When I made those promotional posts," by the way, like this one right here where she's on the rocket ship and others, "I wasn't as knowledgeable about crypto as I am now. At the time, I didn't fully understand the nature of paid promotions in this space. Moving forward, I want to assure you that I'm committed to this project for the long run and will be heavily involved. My goal is to provide transparent and informed communication to our community." See all these other scams that she posted. You can see some of these images of her like that she's posting to try to sell this thing. She goes, "Let's be clear. I never claimed ignorance. The post was clearly marked ad. My point was about growing my crypto knowledge, not about misunderstanding promotions. I'm committed to transparency." Well, when we look at the price chart of the MUVA crypto coin, it looks like it went high really quickly and then it dropped precipitously. There's a name for that, I think, where it drops like that. But she was going on stage while, and then in the background promoting her various grifts, including MUVA. And then you have Lawrence Taylor, who went on stage doing that. You've got Chef G. You've got all of that. You've got Hulk Hogan ripping off his shirt and going like, "Oh yeah, I'm Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah, the Hulkster is gonna tell you how to." It's like, what are we even talking about here? Look, folks, for people who are watching this, For people who have supported President Biden, who support the MeidasTouch network, this is life or death stuff. Healthcare prices dropping like under President Biden, access to healthcare, access to education, President Biden assisting student loan debt forgiveness, protecting Social Security, protecting seniors, protecting Medicare, negotiating with allowing Medicare to negotiate with pharmaceutical companies to lower other prices, capping insulin costs at $35, infrastructure projects going up across the country, which means jobs, saving union jobs across the country, being on the picket lines with people, a bottom-up, middle-out approach, getting America out of and avoiding a recession that Donald Trump had led us into. I mean, this type of stuff is life or death stuff. And I know the media is like, well, you know, we have to give this attention, and this is good. It's not even good for your ratings. John McCain's convention in 2008, when John McCain spoke, there were 38 million people who watched his speech. Only 20 million people watched Donald Trump's speech in 2024. You want me to tell you why? Because people don't want to see WWE cosplay fascism in politics. People just want someone who's going to deliver things for them and talk about policies and issues that matter to them and their families. People know now that their 401k is better. You can't fool us that it's not. It is. And you can't have Donald Trump take credit for people's 401ks doing better now when they weren't doing good when he was in office. It's not the way it works. People know that President Biden's worked hard for them, and the pro-democracy community has fought for their freedoms, and and has worked hard, and they understand who's fighting against it. They're aware. And so when you normalize this craziness with registered sex offenders on stage, Donald Trump's found liable for sexual assault. It's just a convention of grifters and scammers and wannabe authoritative. It's embarrassing stuff. Just cut it out. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million together.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.